Hi again, everybody. Bill Phillips here on a Monday. It is the 9-Minute Phill-Up, and I can't thank you enough for being here on this Monday. And we're not taking. Okay, we'll go with zeros. I did. What do you want me to do? Down here? Yeah, I hit play.
There you go.
I guess I need to hit it twice. All right. Well, there you go. So now we get that running. All right. Jordan, thank you. Producer extraordinaire Jordan here, making sure everything's working properly. Valley Converting, always here. Can't thank them enough for their sponsorship. You just need to go to the Gem City, T-Town, Toronto, Ohio. They will take care of all of your paper products. And, maybe it's tax season. Maybe you got some receipts you don't need anymore. Maybe you have some tax returns you don't need anymore. You've held on to them long enough. So, we're going to do that. Oh, wait a minute. You know what else we have to change, Jordan? We're a mess. We're an absolute mess. Oh, I'm looking for, wait a minute. There we go. All right, here we go.
What was
Watch this. It's going to be magic, everybody. It's going to be magic. Look at your upper. Look over here. Up here. All right, here we go.
Oh, you forgot to change the logo?
Yep, here we go. Whoop, like magic. There it is. So anyways, want to thank Valley Converting for all of their help, help with our sponsorship for the big show. And here they are.
Every piece of paper has a story. What if that story didn't end when you were done with it?
At Valley Converting, we turn your old paper products into recycled paperboard, continuing the story.
Locally owned and operated in Toronto, Ohio, bringing your paper to Valley Converting isn't just about recycling.
It's about supporting a cleaner, greener future for all of us.
We are here 5 days a week to help you make some green by going green.
And remember,
recycle for your future.
All right, everybody. Now, if I know Mike Biasi, and I do, the leader of Valley Converting, we can't thank him enough again. I know he was watching the Masters on Sunday. Probably caught as much of it as he could throughout the week, but then on Sunday, I mean, that's in the world of sports. It's one of those events. It's must-see viewing, especially the back nine on Sunday. Golf fan or not, the drama with what happens at the Masters usually is unbelievable. Now, Jordan, the last time we spoke, you gonna watch the Masters, Jordan? No, I'm not excited about the Masters. I'm not gonna watch the Masters. Not gonna do it. Not gonna watch it. Even though she's from Latrobe, Arnold Palmer's hometown, who was a Masters champion. Mm-hmm. So what happened this weekend, Jordan? What did we do?
I watched the Masters.
Yes, you did. And how did you like it?
Well, okay. What day do they? Whatever day
they start on Thursday.
Yeah.
Start on Thursday.
Was it? Yes, Saturdays is when they call it the moving day.
Yeah, moving
right?
day,
yeah.
which was another sensational day.
Yeah. I started watching on Saturday, but not
intense.
Yeah, not like.
Yeah.
I don't know, but Sunday.
Not really focused. Kind of like a background. Like, okay, it's over there. I see it. Well,
yeah, because I know like the players and stuff. Like Rory, obviously huge. Bryson DeChambeau, Xander Schauffele, like all the people,
all the big names. Yeah.
And so Saturday, I knew like Rory was obviously leading, and then DeChambeau was second. And I was excited about that. And so like Sunday, I was excited to see them both.
Yeah. Oh, in this last group.
In the last group.
And it was interesting on Saturday night when they interviewed both of them.
Yeah.
And Bryce was like getting everyone pumped up, gonna be ready to go. And Corey's like, I'm gonna stay in my little cocoon. I'm just gonna do my thing. It's one shot at a time, the whole deal. Not that Bryson was really looking ahead, but he was just kind of like, I'm gonna do me, and some people were like, "Wow, this seemed like Rory's a little
because Bryson was like, I'll probably just like be out there at night," and then he's like, "I'll go to sleep and wake up at 10:30." Yeah. I'm like, "Oh, that's
sleeping in."
Okay, yeah.
But I thought the interesting thing was on Friday, everybody wrote Rory off. Because it was like he had the double bogey at 15, had the double bogey at 17. All of a sudden, he's basically even par. He's 7 shots back.
Yeah, but Saturday when he's like minus 12, minus 11, I'm like, yeah, he's winning.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. And then on Sunday, yesterday, he starts off. And if you don't know, if you're not a golf fan, Rory McIlroy, as Tommy Fleetwood, who's a player from England, said afterwards, he said he's the greatest player of our generation, post Tiger Woods. So he wins. He becomes just the 6th man this weekend to win the career Grand Slam.
Yeah.
Which
that was the big storyline.
Yeah, it was
this
huge
year.
storyline.
Huge. Like is he gonna get it? Is he gonna get it?
And one of the interesting things, when he tried to do it in 2011, he had an opportunity. He got to the 10th hole, and they immediately brought it up. Well, on this hole back in 2011, he hit the ball over on these cabins, which are like 100 yards off the fairway, short, and he fell apart. And
well, the amazing thing to me was like if he had like a not good shot, like in the trees or in the whatever that's called, the not
on the pine straw,
right behind behind these trees and everything. He was able to get out of it.
Yeah. He didn't panic.
Pretty easy, except that one shot in the water.
Yeah. Which was
I'm
still trying to figure that one out.
Like
he explained it. It
was like so close to not.
Yeah. He explained it in the post. I watched all the posts. I stayed up way too late.
Yeah, me too.
Watching all that. But he asked on 13, I think it is. And he's chipping from 89 yards. He said, "Okay, I'm gonna hit in the fairway. I'm gonna lay up. I'm gonna put it on close in 3. I can have a birdie opportunity. All's good. I don't worry about putting it in the water and messing the round up." He's perfect, and he's 86 yards from the hole. And he said the way the ball was sitting was a little downhill, a little slopey thing. And he goes, "I tend to push it a little bit to the left." So he goes, "I always aim a few yards over to the right." And he goes, "I just made a bad swing and blocked it out. Next thing you know, it bounces in the water." And I'm in the garage watching, going, "What did he just do?"
I know.
He's but then he came right back and he just responded. And that was the interesting thing that I found afterwards. PBH is back in the house saying hello. Hello, good morning. Hopefully you had a great weekend. Hopefully everybody had a great one. It was a pretty good weekend. This weekend, weather wasn't too bad. Sunday was nice.
Sunday was really
nice. So, and we've talked about greatness on this show before about just having an opportunity to see it as it happens.
I have always,
it's amazing.
Ever since I was a kid, I've known, what am I took golf lessons when I was a kid.
Okay.
Because my grandpa loved golf.
Okay.
And so that was like one of the things we always did with him, like, whatever. But ever since I was a kid, I've known who Rory was, and I was like, it's like the way he played this weekend and the way he plays pretty much all the time. Every time you see him play, which he doesn't really. Normally, he doesn't. I would say he doesn't like play really bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, but I just was amazed that he hasn't won it yet.
Yeah, it took him a long time. So I mean, and then as John Michael checks in, good morning, Bill and Jordan. Good morning to you. And that was the thing when he won, and he talked about it afterwards, when he basically fell to his knees and literally started sobbing.
Oh, and you watch that, you want to cry when you're sitting there at home. You're oh my God, you're like, finally.
My son Ian,
and you're like overcome with emotion.
I'm telling you, my son Ian keeps looking. He's looking at me like, "You crying?"
Yeah,
I'm like, "Yeah, I'm crying.
Easily,
I cry at everything."
Easily.
So, but yeah, and he talked about it afterwards. Now he did this interview with CBS, and they, in the Butler cabin. Then he was. Then I watched the ceremony out on the green. I went over to the Golf Channel and watched that, and then he was asked in his media availability later, and he said. They said it was more joy or relief, and he said it was more relief.
100%.
He goes, it was just this burden.
That's what you play for. Like that's what you're working towards. The green jacket.
And his buddy Shane, who plays on the tour, he even said that. He said that's all he's talked about for the last 10 years. I've got to win the Masters. How do I win the Masters? What do I need to do? I got to get it done.
Yeah, I was seriously when I found out that he's never won it. I was actually shocked. Well,
and the thing was, I think he made a smart move. Talked to Jack Nicklaus about 3 weeks ago. He's won it 6 times, and he went to. It's almost as if you're turning it over to the golfing gods. It's like, okay, I've tried this on my own. I've tried to do it. I got to go to the winningest Masters champion ever.
Yeah.
Jack Nicklaus, and get his advice. And he gave him some advice and told him that he thought he was going to be able to win it, and all those things, and he managed to get it done. But some of the shot, like on 15 yesterday, he's got to hook it around the tree.
Mm-hmm.
And it's amazing. It absolutely amazing.
Well, there were so many other things I saw, like his caddy number, like that number has never won.
Mm-hmm. And then Jack Nicklaus won his sixth tournament in 1989 at the Masters. Won his sixth Masters in 1989, and this year's was the 89th edition of the Masters. And I think, did somebody say Rory was born in 89?
He was I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and I know I have friends of mine that are all into numbers in the universe, and
81 has never won before.
Yeah.
And he won.
Yeah. And no one has ever had four double bogeys and won the tournament over four days. So yeah, just amazing stuff. Great drama. And you can't get any better than that.
Well, the respect of that place.
It's just everybody's. How many people were there? It was amazing, and what a perfect weekend.
Well, I didn't know this, and my mom told me this weekend. My grandpa actually got to go one year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
And I never knew that.
Yeah, and apparently the egg salad sandwiches are the best in the world.
You know
and
what?
Everything costs like $3.
Yeah, like $1.50, $2.
Yeah, they don't kill you. The other thing I really like, no camera policy.
No phones, yeah.
So you don't have everybody like this with their camera going,
phone.
okay, I want to, it's like, no, just watch it and enjoy it. And then,
you're not allowed.
And if you start screaming.
They have payphones.
Yeah. I love a payphone. I love a good payphone. Have you ever used a payphone? No. You ever seen a payphone?
Yes.
Okay. Love a good payphone. So this is the day after. So that's April 3rd. Oh, and then the other thing that they put up later on, the 4 champions that have won on April 13th. Jack Nicklaus, 75. Jack Nicklaus, 89. Tiger Woods, 2005. Rory McIlroy. Pretty good group. Mm-hmm. But he wins the Grand Slam. That's the amazing thing. It's like, not only do you win the Masters, but you've won something that only 5 other guys have ever done. Mm-hmm. It's pretty amazing. All right, let's see. Oh, Brian back checking in. Speaking of greatness, who in your mind is the best high school football player to ever come out of the Ohio Valley?
I can't answer that one.
Well, I can't. I didn't see them play, but it's hard to go against anybody that was put into the Hall of Fame. I mean, Joey Galloway, sensational. Had a long career, great career. But Clark Hinkle's in the Hall of Fame. I can't think of his name right now. Linebacker out of Warwood. Went to the Hall of Fame. Was played on the Cowboys, I believe. Yeah. He went to West Virginia. Oh, I can't think of his name. Jordan, look that up.
What am I looking up?
Warwood, West Virginia, pro football player. Clark Hinkle went to the Hall of Fame. Lou the Toe Groza is in the Hall of Fame. So I can't, the greatest player I've seen that John Michael checking in with Quincy Wilson. Quincy Wilson played in the National Football League. Great high school, great college career. Played in the NFL. Tremendous football player, but I can't put him.
Chuck Howley.
There we go. Chuck Howley won the MVP in Super Bowl 3. Does that sound right? No, that's the Jets.
1971.
Super Bowl 5, I think it was. Yeah. Super Bowl 5.
Wait.
He's the only MVP on a losing team. The V? Yeah, 5. Okay. So they played the Baltimore Colts. Mm-hmm. Colts win it on a last second field goal, overtime, whatever it was. But Chuck Howley
this was the first and only time the Super Bowl MVP award was given to a losing player on the losing team.
Yeah. So there, so if you have Hall of Famers, I can't, I don't know how you go against a Hall of Famer. Joey Galloway was my pick. I mean, he's sensational, absolutely sensational. So somebody that I've actually seen play, go with Joey Galloway. No, but I'm not taking anything away from the players that have gone into the Pro Football Hall of Fame because it's it's the Hall of Fame. So yeah, a lot of great players have come out of the Valley, but recently Joe Galloway maybe it. So yesterday, Rory McIlroy was already going to the Golf Hall of Fame, so that's not any surprise there. But now he's solidified his I don't know if he had to solidify it anymore, but today is the day after. So let's move on from the 13th of April to the 14th of April. And I'll tell you what, the 14th of April, some pretty big stuff happened on the 14th of April over the course of our country's history. Pardon me, a little hiccup. Loretta Lynn, born in 1932, died in 2022. Iconic country music singer, coal miner's daughter. Got to interview, see her at Jamboree in the Hills. She was sensational. Came out. It's about 1,000 degrees out. She's got this long, beautiful gold dress on, yellow gold, and just put on a great show. And just was absolutely sensational. Pete Rose, hit leader, Major League Baseball. Would be a Hall of Famer, but gambling's going to keep him out because that's the rules of baseball. But he would be a Hall of Famer easily. He's got more memorabilia apparently in the Hall of Fame than anybody else that's not in it. Brad Garrett, Everybody Loves Raymond. You remember that show? He was the brother for Raymond.
Oh.
Anthony Michael Hall, born 1968. Have you seen the movie 16 Candles?
No.
Have you seen the movie Breakfast Club?
Yes.
He's in that. He's technically, I guess you'd call him the nerdy one.
Oh, okay.
The one that writes the essay and everything.
Yeah.
You need to watch 16 Candles. It holds up. So does the Breakfast Club. They hold up because
the Breakfast Club, yeah.
Yeah, it's teenage stuff. And it holds up. I mean, it might be a little bit different now. You might have, cell phones and social media and stuff like that. But in terms of what the basic gist of it is, nothing changes. Everybody's been through the same stuff. It's like when you talk to a kid and they're like, oh, you don't know. It's like, are you kidding? I've already went through this 20 years ago. It's the same stuff. But if you have a chance to watch 16 Candles, very funny movie. So that would be something to look at. All right. So those are our birthdays. All right. I remember almost meeting Loretta Lynn when her tour bus stopped at Kmart in the Kmart parking lot. Weird.
Wow.
There you go. She's probably going in to get maybe get some water, get some supplies, ready to go. Maybe she need a new guitar. I don't know.
All right.
Well, what else would you stop for at Kmart? Get some stuff. A lot of times those tour buses stop there because they can rest. They get off the road. All right. But she was very nice and put on a great show. Met Michael Anthony Hall on Breakfast Club reunion at Steel City Con last year. Seems like he would be an interesting conversation, or it seems like that would be a good group to talk to. Let's see. Oh, okay, here we go. So here we go, Jordan. First, 1828. Noah Webster. You know Noah Webster. Dictionary, Noah Webster.
Oh.
First copyright of American Dictionary, 1828. So get your dictionaries out, everybody. Enjoy that. Edgar Allan Poe, 1841. Baltimore.
Wow.
First detective story. Murders in the Rue Morgue. Yeah, good
that was
story.
his story?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What is it called?
Murders in the Rue Morgue.
In the what?
Rue Morgue. RUEMORGUE.
I used to have to read Edgar Allan Poe stuff.
Pit and the Pendulum, Telltale Heart.
Telltale Heart.
Yeah, Pit and the Pendulum.
What's the other one?
Evermore.
The Raven.
The Raven. Yeah, the Raven. And that's why Baltimore's the Ravens, because Edgar Allan Poe. They named the team mascot after Edgar Allan Poe because he's from Baltimore. So those are big, but this might be the biggest. 1865, John Wilkes Booth shoots President Lincoln in Ford's Theater. I have been in Ford's Theater in Washington, D.C., and they take you right by the booth and everything where he would have been sitting.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a little nuts. So yeah, 1865, Booth does that. Lincoln would later die. 1912. Now, They said it was unsinkable. You build a boat, you don't ever say it's unsinkable. It's like I built this plane, it'll never fall out of the sky.
Yeah.
I have this car, it'll never be in an accident. I mean, it's just you don't do that. You don't put that in the universe. Well, that's what they did. And they hit an iceberg. And I remember on the movie Titanic, when they hit the iceberg, the one lookout, I can smell ice. And he's like, you smell ice. And then all of a sudden everything breaks loose. RMS Titanic hits an iceberg and begins to sink in the North Atlantic. And then the next day, because it was around midnight-ish, 10 o'clock at night, something like that, they hit the iceberg. The boat finally sinks. I believe it's 1,496 souls that were lost in that crash. And then in the movie, Jack could have gotten on that door.
I don't like the movie.
He would have fit.
I don't like the movie.
Rose should have let him on the door. Help him out. You didn't like the movie?
I did until I played in Titanic the musical.
Oh, okay. Well, were you one of the victims?
Yes, but that story is just
Out of control.
It's unrealistic. Come on.
It's a story. It's a story as old as time.
The musical of Titanic.
She falls in love with the boy that she's not supposed to.
The musical of Titanic is about
forbidden fruit
boat, and it not about some stupid love story.
Oh,
okay?
Come on now. It's all about the love story. That's why people went and saw it. Well, actually, I went to see it for
4 hours.
Yeah, for the play? That's how long. The movie's not 4 hours long.
The movie is
4 hours, not 4 hours.
I'm telling you it is.
There's no way it's 4 hours.
I'm telling you
I might give you 3 hours, but 4 hours. I know it wasn't 4 hours. True story, though. Went with my brother. Oh, there you go. Rose, John Michael with the quote, I'll never let go, Jack. That's what Rose said, and then she did. Jordan's a musical theater buff. Absolutely. True story, though. It was long enough where we went to see it in Fort Steuben Mall. My brother was with me, and we're watching the movie.
I'm telling you, it's 4 hours, but I can't.
And we're
3
watching
hours and 15 minutes. Okay,
oh, that's not even close to 4 hours.
Okay, well,
But it's still a long movie. Still long enough where this actually happens. So, you get the popcorn, get the soda, the whole thing. You get your snacks. You're watching the movie, the whole thing. So we get to the end of the movie, and all the water starts rushing in when they're trying to cut the handcuffs off of Jack.
Oh, yeah.
When he's handcuffed to the pipes. So they're doing that. Well, all the water's rushing in. All of a sudden, my brother's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I said, now you're gonna go. He goes, it's not like they're not gonna not sink. Oh, and he got up. I was like, okay. But he goes, I had too much to drink and all this water's rushing. It's making me want to go to the bathroom. I was like, okay. Let's see. If she is, then I believe Jordan can sing. Does Jordan sing?
Oh, I'm not a good singer, but I was always in like the chorus.
If it's a Jonas Brothers tune, you can crush it.
Sure. No, but I was always in like the background.
Okay.
I was never like a lead because I'm not very good at singing.
Team player. Well, we don't know that. John Michael, we don't know that. We're gonna have to find out. No, she's gonna know. We're not finding out. That's all it. So, anyways, April 14th, big day after the day of the win for Rory McIlroy. And one of the things that in the interviews, post-interview, when they asked him about his dad when he was in Butler Cabin, about his parents.
Yeah, I know. He said
he just broke down.
I know. He's like, they did everything for me. And yeah.
Yep. Ensemble cast. And then in the media gathering later that I watched, they asked him about his caddy. His caddy they met when they were 7 years old. Yeah, they've known each
other since they were kids. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
Unbelievable. Just what a lifelong friendship that has worked out pretty well for both of them.
Mm-hmm.
So, absolutely amazing Masters yesterday. One of the best Masters I've ever seen. There's been a lot of them. I haven't seen all of them, but that was really entertaining. That was top notch in terms of just drama and everything else. So, and we got to see greatness. Only 6 times. Grand Slam, career Grand Slam, and he found a way to get it done. And the great thing was they talked about the resilience. And that's the thing about greatness. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. You never have to be perfect to be great. So, good stuff. Good stuff. Again, want to thank Valley Converting for their sponsorship of the 9-Minute Phill-Up. Want to thank everybody for joining us today. Greatly appreciate it. Jordan, want to thank you for joining us on this Monday.
Mm-hmm.
But a day that is Jordan is more chipper than any other day of the week. She's shaking her head no. I don't believe that for a second. She can sing and loves Mondays. That's the thing that we've learned today. All right. Until next time, everybody, remember the 2 rules. Have fun and always try your best. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.